All right, everyone always asks where I am. I'm at number 38 at the dating event hosted by the group chat Denver in my purple and pink name tag, meaning I'm living for love, so come find me.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again, and today we are taking a look at dating events just being completely pointless. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments, and let's just jump right into the video.
Mixer.
Men who are good looking aren't approaching women because they've never been rejected in their whole entire life. A lot of these men who are attractive have played sports. They've done achievements. They've done this and that. They were viewed by their mommy as the best thing that ever happened. So if you want an attractive man, you're going to have to talk to them. They are in no way, shape, or form going to put themselves in a vulnerable state of being rejected, especially in settings like gyms, bars, in front of all your friends. Hell no. Go up to him and say something so stupid, even you would laugh. And I'm telling you, it will work.
She just proved why these men don't want to approach. Women will approach men like that naturally if they're attracted enough.
Bro, I just be thinking about how the Mormons might have had the right idea. Get married fucking young to some rich guy just for sex. So that you never have to work. Fuck, dude. Think I messed up. Think I messed up bad.
Even when she realizes that she screwed up her life, she still gets almost everything wrong.
Oh, believe me, we know. Men don't chase anything anymore. Men don't even chase money anymore. Only thing men chasing in 2025 is liquor because they're bitches.
I think men are focusing on their finances and their health at this point. These women aren't invited to either one of those things.
How do I get single men to come to a party? I have a restaurant in Brooklyn and I want to throw a singles mixer for Valentine's Day. And all of the women in my DMs are very enthused, but no men. So how do I, without getting canceled, tell people to like bring their single guy friends? Lots of enthused gays too. So the gays and the girls, maybe the gays and the girls should just have a party and we just exclude the men. Is that I'll get canceled for that too. Anyway, tips welcome. I have a tequila sponsor, so tequila on me all night. Margaritas, spicy palomas, anything your heart desires. Just need the straight men to show up.
There's nothing she can do. There's no way you can entice men into going to singles mixes.
Okay, men, Black men especially, please answer me this. Why is it that many of y'all refuse to go to curated dating events? I'm talking about events where the vibes are already set, the ambiance is right, the music is good, the drinks are flowing. You're basically guaranteed to meet somebody who's actually interested in you and is serious about dating. You're pretty much set up to win. My question is it that dating events like this require a certain type of intention and vulnerability, and the patriarchy taught you that pursuing connection with effort somehow makes you less masculine or something? Because the patriarchy told y'all that you're supposed to just stumble into love and not actually prepare for it? Because we see how that's turning out.
Men don't bother because these curated dating events are curated for single women in their 30s.
Where are all the cute single men in Chicago? Because every time I find a cute guy, he's either married, has a girlfriend, or something, right? He's not ready for a relationship. And it's just like, where are all these guys that are ready for relationships, you know? I am looking for candidates for my speed dating event, and I really want to host 2 of them this upcoming month in July. So hopefully I'm able to do that. But I need more men who are single, who are ready for relationships, who are legit, who are intentional about actually being in a relationship. And yeah, so if you know of one, or if you are one, please click that link in my bio. I have a general interest form where you can fill it out and I'll add you to my list for speed daters.
She literally just answered her own question. The good men are either taken or just not interested.
I better pay attention to me tonight. I'm so fucking sick of this shit.
Oh my god.
Touch a boob, buy a drink. I mean, it's like very fucking simple.
Okay, so I recently went to a singles event and it was 90% women. And I was wondering, like, where's all the dudes?
Just sitting here thinking about how I went to singles night at church and it was hundreds. I mean, at least 1,000. First, I thought it was 500, but the pastor said it was 1,000 singles in attendance.
Dating events are bad enough, but once you get the church involved, it sounds like a complete nightmare. Many of these women actually go to churches and stuff like that because they're looking for good men who will just look past their past.
Like, are we all living the same life at this point? Because I've never been in a room with that many single people, or even thought that it was even, I thought I was like the only one left. I mean, beautiful women, all types, shapes and sizes, literally African-American women, like a room full of singles. And I'm like, this has to be an experiment. Like, this has to be like assimilation. Is that the word I want to use? I think so. Like, I'm confused and I'm like low key, like nervous.
Men don't care if she thinks those women are beautiful. Men can't be bothered with events.
We're like very single.
Why would you say you guys are single?
High expectations and men not meeting those expectations.
Would you say your expectations are unrealistic though?
No, I think for my age, I make good money. I'm not a flop. I take good care of myself. Not everyone's bringing that to the table.
So what are you expecting him to bring to the table?
Make as much money as I do, be able to take care of me, and not be a flop, not talk to other women. And most guys want options, and that sucks.
How much would he have to bring to the table? You're more?
200.
So you want a guy that makes 200K?
Yeah.
How tall does he have to be?
Oh, 5'10" or higher.
You can tell that her expectations of men are far too unreasonable for the vast majority of men out there.
So this woman was in a restaurant. She's looking around and all she sees other women. Nobody on a date. No man and woman on a date. Just women, as she said, dating each other. So the commentary is that men don't want to be on dates anymore. They don't want to go out with women because it's a waste of time and money. So my question is, do men ever like going on a date? Do men like going on dates? They like going to restaurants and trying different foods and things like that. Is it something that they only did because women like to do it? Like if I'm going to get in a relationship and I say I want to go to a restaurant, am I making him do something that he doesn't want to do? A lot of men say they just rather stay home. But what do you guys think?
Men care more about the company of the woman on the date, not the venue itself. Dudes don't go on dates for venues specifically or to spend a certain amount of money.
Okay, y'all, let me tell you this quick story before I go on to my meeting. So over the weekend, I went to a singles mixer. Girls, women, ladies, the only requirement that I had was the man be tall. Because I live in Texas, and for whatever reason, Texas is not pumping out a lot of tall men, right? So that was my only requirement. I get into the mixer. To my surprise, there was no men in there. Not a one. Not even a
You can tell that she's lying about her requirements. Height is just in the top 3 of her list.
waiter. It was all of us beautiful ladies having the same conversation. Where are the men? Y'all told us that we was never going to be able to be in a relationship or find anybody to communicate with if we always stay in the house. So we decided, all 75 of us, to come out the house. And where are y'all? Where are y'all ever at? Because obviously we be going to the wrong places, right? Y'all, where? Y'all not at the supermarket like y'all said.
Men weren't telling these women to get out of the house. She just assumed that we said that.
Y'all was. Y'all not at the hardware store like you told us you would be. Y'all not in church. Y'all not at the cigar bar. Y'all, like, where are y'all? Let us know so that we can meet y'all where y'all are. Because obviously we are in the wrong place. And y'all definitely don't be going to no singles mixers. So what's happening, y'all? Please explain to us ladies who went outside this weekend only to find no men. I'm just saying.
Men are doing their own thing and just want to be left in peace. That is not asking too much, in my opinion.
If you want a boyfriend, the only thing you need to do is move to San Francisco. You don't have to do anything else after that. I was there this weekend. Every single man was hot and tall and successful. There were no other types of men. Every single solitary one. And there were thousands of them, and there were no women. I've never seen anything like it. I don't totally understand why it's like that, but that's where you find a husband, I guess. So you're welcome. And in fact, I was so confused that I asked some of the men about it. And I was like, how's dating here? And almost every single one was like, I really want a girlfriend, but it's really hard to find single women here. Is this true? Like, does anyone live there? And can you verify?
It's because those men have to constantly deal with a lot of modern women. I mean, no wonder why they are single.
I'm going to just start dating the women for you guys since y'all suck at it. Like, women want to be taken care of first and foremost. I don't care what anyone says. Like, being taken care of is the most attractive thing for a woman. Telling me that you talk to a woman and you're not calling her, you're just literally using your little thumbs to text? Are you 12 years old? You guys, I can't deal with this. Like, y'all are just so annoying to me. Some of you are rolling your eyes being like, women just want to take our money. You just want to take our body? And what?
She's more than welcome to date other women. Most of us won't lose any sleep over it at all, so good luck with that one.
So why have men checked out of dating nowadays? I get comments like this a lot, so I'm going to give you the most common reasons that I've heard after coaching thousands of men, and these are not necessarily my opinions. One of the most common reasons that I hear is that divorce court is disparately against men, and most likely the men are going to lose their children in the event of a divorce. The second piece is that statistically dating apps are much harder for men, so if you're a man who's not successful on dating apps, you're now missing out on one of the biggest pieces of ways to meet people in today's day and age. The third one, and the one that gets everybody all fired up, is everyone's modern iteration of what feminism should be and the imbalance of masculinity and femininity, traditional versus, modern relationships, whatever you want to call it. And the fourth and the most common reason is people have been hurt in the past. When you've been hurt in the past, you start to apply all of these arbitrary rules to the opposite sex and assume that they're going to hurt you or that they are all.
I don't think it's complicated why men have stopped dating. There's virtually no benefit to it, especially for the vast majority of men.
Men are like, why aren't women modest anymore?
I would consider that to be a perfectly valid question, because frankly, there are a lot of women who dress like, well,
Sorry to break it to you, fellas. Modesty went out the window with chivalry.
Essentially, they're saying that modesty kicked the bucket at approximately, if not the same time, that what we know as modern feminism was born, because if we're being perfectly frank,
it's going to take a lot more than the return of chivalry to make these women embrace modesty, I think.
that is exactly what put chivalry into the ground. Because a lot of these women that claim to be modern feminists are genuinely just poorly disguised misandrists. Because they will be more than pleased to tell you how much they don't like men, and they don't need them, and they don't want them, and they can do anything that men can do. Yet, ironically, a lot of these women dress like they can't actually afford an entire outfit. So why exactly would men be chivalrous to women that don't know how to treat themselves with any form of respect?
Modern women want men to be staunchly traditional while they don't have to do a thing or be traditional themselves. It's a bad deal for men.
So I was just sitting here scrolling and I came across a video of a girl talking about dating apps, and she was talking about Hinge and Bumble and how they're just not that great. And she was saying how in 2025, people are finding serious relationships on Tinder. And I'm very surprised by that, because the last I knew, Tinder was where you went for something casual or if you weren't looking for something serious.
It doesn't matter what app they use, they are not going to find anything real with a dating application.
But I was reading all the comments. So many people had positive things to say about it, and like that they met people, they're in a relationship, they just got engaged, whatever it was, like a lot of positive comments. So I'm like, I don't know. Apparently Tinder just went through this rebranding, and I guess that's the direction they're going in, is for people to be finding something serious on there. So I don't know. Is this what we're doing in 2025? Is Tinder what we're doing? I think I might have to check it out. But I just wanted to share it in case anyone else is dating with me here still in 2025. But I will check it out and I will report back.
You can't rebrand Tinder or any of the other apps. They serve up the same garbage regardless.
So this guy that's been trying to take me out, finally picked a day. And so I was like, okay, well, what time and where? And he said, well, I don't know. Do you like coffee? Now, on a scale from 0 to 10, 10 being super bit and 0 being no bitch at all, can I respond never on a first date?
This is the exact attitude that is honestly exhausting for men.
There's nothing wrong with a coffee date. If anything, that should be the standard first date. If women have an issue with that, I think that says a lot, and it probably tells you that you shouldn't even be dating them in the first place.
My honest advice is to please show this attitude off as soon as possible to the men that you're speaking to. Because at least then they will have an honest take of who you are as a person and how it would be to be in a relationship with you. And then at least that man will be free to either just focus on his own peace or find somebody else to focus on.
To be fair, modern women are doing that thanks to their rampant complaining on TikTok.
There aren't enough white men on my platform. If you're a single white man, can you drop a comment, please? Can you hit the follow button? Because I'm running a singles page. I need people who are single, who are looking, who are ready to find love. And there are people waiting for you. So if you're a white man that's single, a white man that's ready to mingle, a white man who can provide a serious relationship for a woman. If that's you, can you go ahead and make some noise here?
Those men know exactly what they will find on those pages, and love isn't one of those things, I think.
Because I don't think men want to take women out on dates anymore. Like, I feel like they don't want to take women out on dates. Their idea of like a date in some way is like saying, hey, like, let's meet at the bar. Let's like meet at the bar and like just have some drinks, just meet me there. Let's like spend some time together. And it's not even a proper date. Like, that's what they will suggest 100%. Or better yet, if you are on Hinge, I'm so sorry, I'm like all out and about. I just got done.
Modern women went out of their way to make dating completely pointless. That is not men's fault.
Working out. But anyways, even on Hinge, you will literally see like men like not want to go on dates with you. Like, I have matched with like so many people on Hinge, and the matter of like men, like the amount of men who do not want to pursue anything after like the first two messages is like really crazy. Like, there was no effort from them to like, or even any incentive to take you out on a
That's because within those two messages, they've already figured out that she is not worth the trouble at all.
date. It's just like they just want to match just to match, and they're not really there to be intentional. And mind you, am I being like super dead serious on finding somebody on Hinge? Not really. I'm just there to like kind of see like, hey, what's out there, maybe to go on a date or two just to get to know somebody. Like, that'd be nice. But the problem is nobody is asking me out. Like, nobody's asking anybody out. Like, we're just one or two little sentences, and it stops there. It stops.
It wouldn't be surprising if she's ghosted dudes after two messages on those apps, though.
I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. I don't know what's going on, but I do engage with the conversation, and it just dies. It's just like nothing. They don't care enough to like take you out. So honestly, I don't think men want to take out women anymore. I don't know what they expect. Well, it's definitely not dates, not romanticizing, or no romance anymore. It's wild out here.
She literally admitted that she's not using the apps for anything serious, so why is she complaining at all?
I walked into that event last night and I wanted to die. Everyone was so short. Every single man there was like less than 5'10", or 5'10" or less, I mean. None of them are attractive. Not one was attractive. Not even like, oh, he could, no, not close.
The men she expects to find at singles events have absolutely no need for those events at all. If you would like to get early access to videos, weekly lectures, and case study breakdowns of human behavior, make sure you check out the members area link below in the video description. Otherwise, make sure to click on one of these videos on screen now if you enjoyed. Make sure you take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.